Um, this is Clarissa Brown, President of Renewing of the Mind Mental Health Incorporated. I've been bringing videos to you. Today I put a couple out there. There's probably going to be a little bit more videos touching on the subject of mental health and mood disorder. As I stated before, I've been up since 3:30. Even though I had taken a break, I have not yet been back to sleep. You know, there are days like this that's very difficult because you need rest. If you're not getting rest, that's a dangerous dangerous place to be, especially when your body cannot rest and recoup some of the, things that you have been through. You know, refresh your mind and your body. And so in that sense, we talked about mental health, my mood disorder. As I stated, I was diagnosed back in 1999 as having major depression. And as the years went on, I've been diagnosed from anything from schizoaffective disease, schizophrenia, borderline personality, anxiety, OCD. There are a lot of things I was diagnosed, but at the end of the day, you would see that a lot of these mood disorders, you really have to pay attention to. Literally, sometimes take about 10 years to get your final diagnosis. I mean, I'm talking about till you really get into the groove of things where your doctor have evaluated and really seen you. And the only reason I believe that is they see the depression part, but they can't see the manic part. But you don't think you're sick when you're manic. You know what I mean? If you're flying from the sky, running stop signs, anything that's risky business, risking your life on a very high thrill of or feeling of inferior. You just feel like nothing in life can break you down, and that doesn't last always. And usually when you're like that, it's a manic. We pray that you don't crash, but there is a crash where you become really low and really high. And the thing is, the medication is supposed to balance that out. It only helps us to a point, and after that, we have to understand that we have to learn how to manage it, how to deal with it. A lot of times we call that recovery in the mental health organizations. Recovery can mean a lot of things, and I'm gonna look it up and give you the definition of the dictionary of recovery, because recovery is an ongoing process. Now, if you recovered, that's a difference. Recovery, it is a lifestyle. It is something that you do. Now, recovery, the act or process of being healthy after an illness or injury. The act or process of recovering. And then it says the act or process of returning to a normal state after a period of difficulty. And then it says the return of something that has been lost, stolen, etc. etc. It really goes on. The act, process of an instant of recovering, especially the ups and downs after depression, on the economic upturn. I mean, everything is, we go through depressions here in the United States. That's what they call it, where we are really battling to get above water, so to speak. So in that sense, That is what recovery is in this particular incident. Recovery is something I live every day to, hopefully, I used to think that it could be healed, or, it would go away, but after so long of really having bipolar, how many times or how much would you lie to yourself to say, there are times I have gotten off my medicine because I thought I was recovered, meaning I thought I was healed, that the situation went away. But as time went on in life, they realized and understood that now this is a disease and not a disease that we would have to live with. I haven't been asleep, like I said. I'm not really feeling up to par, but I wanted to let y'all know I'm up and around. I'll be doing more videos, and we will uncover, or you would see or hear some of my life story, some of the things I go through, but most importantly, I would give you different organizations you can go to get the proper care that you need to help you to start your recovery stage. And there's so many different states of recovery that you go through. Today I was talking about how I'm confined, or have been confined really to my room today. I'm not feeling well. I did go outside, take a walk, take a deep breath of that fresh air, and it did make me feel a little better. We have to understand that any and every resources that we can make to improve our life is very much necessary to help us, move on and live your life as best and as more comfortable as you can. And that's where any illnesses or diseases are things that we have to live with. And a lot of people probably would get intimidated, or a lot of people didn't make it as far as I did. They have, try hurting themselves, which I have. I thank God that I am here today. And I realize, and I start saying that it's very, very important that I share my life with you. There are times I'm going to be erratic or flamboyant or out there. I'm very blunt about the things I say, and the things I say are very important to me. As I pray, they will be very, very important to you. So stay tuned for the next video. But I am up. I never went back to sleep. I just rested a little, and I have little things that I do to help me out. One of those, I constantly, and I love music. Uplifting music really helps me. I really don't watch TV, regular TV. I watch Netflix and Hulu. I do this because TV to me is very depressing, from the commercials with the attorneys trying to sue, to the news and all the bad issues that we're going through. Everything from Black Lives Matters to shootings on the campuses, shooting on bases of our veteran service bases, Army, Navy, Marines, whatever organization or whatever service that you are under. Anyway, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought, which I will do. And I told myself I was not going to critique any of my videos. I'm not going to edit any of them because I want to come live, because this is truly my life as a person with mood disorder. Stay tuned for the next video.